Sweeping sand path that feels like traveling through space. A soft muffled beat kicks in like a heart beating in another room. In another timeline, do we have a home? With a garden in the back, where the wildflowers roam. Maybe there's a version where I didn't let you go, where we didn't let the fire turn the winter into snow. I'm staring at the ceiling, looking through the dark, searching for the flicker of a parallel spark. Is she holding on to you? Is she laughing at your jokes? In a world that didn't vanish in a cloud of heavy smoke, I can almost hear the ghost of a different us. Before the gold we had started turning into rust, I'm itching through the fabric, reaching through the grain, to a life where we never felt this kind of pain. Oh, the echoes of a different life, where I'm the morning sun and you're the light. No broken promises, no cold goodbyes, just a reflection of me in your eyes. When nothing ever had to change, vulnerable and dreaming, I'm cutting like a knife. For the echoes of a different life. Just that version of me, where the wind you never bought. Is she living in the peace that I'm still out here being taught? I see us in the window of the house on 5th of Main, walking down the sunshine, never hiding from the rain. It's a haunting kind of magic, it's a bittersweet maybe. In that other world, are you still calling me baby? I'm haunted by the shadows of the past we didn't take, by the beautiful heart that I didn't have to break. It's just a vibration, a frequency, a map of the people we could have become. Standing at the crossroads, looking at the door to the life that I'm not living anymore. Yeah, the echoes of a different life, where I'm the morning sun, you're the light. No broken promises, no cold goodbyes, just a reflection of me in her eyes. Summer mighty wonders, beautiful and strange. A universe but not the night I had to change. Vulnerable and dreaming, I'm cutting like a knife. Through the echoes of a different life, yeah, the echoes of a different life, where I'm the morning sun and you're the light. No broken promises, no cold goodbyes, just a reflection of me in your eyes. Some automatic wonder, beautiful and strange. The universe that never had to change. Vulnerable and dreaming, I'm cutting like a knife. In another world, we're still dancing, just like a fading out. The final song, chiming down, and this all seemed to silence. We built our walls out of transparency, thinking it was brave to let the neighbors see. We polished every window till they shone like gold, ignoring all the cracks in the biting cold. I walked on tiptoes so the floor wouldn't shake, ignoring every shiver and the way the beams would ache. We called it clarity, we called it pure, but we were never solid, we were never sure. One heavy word, and the ceiling starts to bow. We're living in the then, and hiding from the now. It's beautiful to look at, but it's cold to the touch. I didn't think our heartbeat could ever be clear, but we forgot to hide the things we really feel. Now I'm seeing through the love, seeing through the light on the empty spaces. Maybe you and I, one sound of truth is all it's gonna take to watch the whole foundation start to break. Don't breathe too loud, don't move too fast. The sky's coming down, it wasn't built to last. I'm standing in the center as the sparks begin to fly, watching our transparent world say goodbye. Yeah, we're living in this fragile house of glass, watching all the shadows of the people pass. It was built for the sunlight, not for the rain. A transparent haze for a hidden pain. Cinematic and lonely, a crystalline mess, waiting for the gravity to do the rest. Vulnerable and frozen, I'm watching it pass inside a fragile house of glass. Watch the shots fall like frozen tears, clear as day and empty as the It's 4 in the morning and I'm staring at the glow, watching all the pictures from a year ago. My thumb is hovering above the delete, but I'm hooked on the rhythm of a heart that's sweet. In 2024 we look so bright, wrapped in the safety of a summer night. Now the only warmth I feel is the heat of the battery, feeding my soul with this digital flattery. And the screen is a window to a world that's dead, where you're still sleeping in the side of my bed. I'm scrolling for a feeling that I can't replace, lost in the glow of your pixelated face. I'm just seeking blue light therapy, hiding from a ghost of you and me, searching for a comfort in a 5-inch screen, living in the spaces of the might have been. Cinematic colors, neon and cold, a high-res version of a story that's old. Vulnerable and lonely, I'm just trying to see through my blue light therapy. I zoom in on the way you used to look at me before the floor ever turned to history. I read the old text just to hear your tone, the only way I know how to not be alone. The blue light is stinging, making my eyes ache, but it's a better kind of pain than I want in my break. I'm addicted to the ghost and the liquid crystal, a beautiful shot from a memory's pistol. Brightness up to maximum, waiting for a piece that'll never come. I'm drowning in the data, I'm drowning in the glare, touching the glass, but you weren't there. Don't let the screen go dark, your therapy, hiding from the ghost of the you and me, searching for a comfort in a 5-inch screen, living in staplers of the might have been. Cinematic colors, neon and cold, a high-res version of a story that's old. Vulnerable and lonely, I'm just trying to see through my blue light therapy. Upside, leaving only a soft vibrating, unshining, low battery warning. The screen goes black, I'm back in the dark and you're not coming back. Rolling back to 2024, when your shoes were still beside my door. The screen is glowing, lighting up the dark. A frozen moment, a digital spark. In 4K resolution, you look so real. I can almost touch the way you used to feel. But the glass is cold beneath my fingertips as I trace the smile upon your quiet lips. The colors are too bright for this lonely room. A neon garden in a sea of gloom. I'm zoomed in close on the life we've had. It's so beautiful, it makes me sad. Now I'm fading in the high res, losing myself in a pixelated mess. You're perfectly clear in a frame on the screen, but you're the furthest thing that I've ever seen. A cinematic ghost in a backlit glow. I'm staying here cause I can't let go. Vulnerable and blue, I must confess. I'm just fading in the high res. Plays on a loop to numb the pain. The audio sharp, I can hear you laugh, but my heart is torn in the jagged half. We look so happy in 100 frames before we were strangers with a million names. How does a memory stay so bright when the flame went out in the middle of the night? I'm living in a gallery of what used to be, refreshing the feed just to see you near me. But the battery is low and the screen is starting to dim. I'm reaching for the edge, reaching for the rim. If we had one too, it's all I have left. It's all I have left. I'm fading in a high res, losing myself in a pixelated mess. You're perfectly clear in a frame on the screen, but you're the furthest thing that I've ever seen. A cinematic ghost in a backlit glow. I'm staying here cause I can't let go. Vulnerable and blue, I must confess. I'm just saying in the forest. Zooming in now, the pixels are breaking. A beautiful light in the palm of my hand. The screen got wider, sound effects followed by total silence. A sun is peeking through the crooked blinds, tangled in a mess of our divided minds. I'm staring at the mug sitting on the wood, thinking about the things that I misunderstood. It was steaming hot just an hour ago, before the truth moved in and started to snow. Now there's a film on the surface, a dark kind of rain, just like the bitterness that these memories bring. I take a sip and it tastes like regret, the kind of flavor that I'll never forget. You said always with a smile so sweet, but the kitchen floor is cold beneath my feet. Just cold coffee and old lights, watching the clouds in the morning skies. The steam is gone and the fire is out. I'm finally seeing was just a disguise for the salt that you hid in your tired eyes. I'm pouring the rest of us down the drain, watching the black liquid wash away the pain. How did forever get so stagnant or still, like a half-empty cup on a windowsill? No more reheating, no more, one more try. I'm done with maybe in the dawn that's quiet. The caffeine is gone, but the headache remains, flowing like poison through my weary veins. So bitter night, just don't come being no lies. Watching the clouds and the morning skies. The steam is gone and my fire's out. I'm finally seeing what you're all about. Cinematic shadows on the breakfast tray, a lonely start to a colorless day. Vulnerable and bitter, I'm cutting my ties over cold coffee and all lies. Empty cup, empty heart. The morning's here, but we're apart. Listen. I folded up the letter and I tucked it in a box behind the dusty sweaters and the old ceramic clocks. I said that I was doing fine, I said I'm moving on. I told you I was happy that the heavy days were gone, but there's a margin at the bottom where the paper's still white, where I hide the messy feelings that I'm too afraid to write. I signed my name so neatly with a steady practiced hand, but there's a secret ending that I didn't let you scan. It's the ink that stayed inside the pen, that I still love you now and then. The truth is buried in the white, between the lines of wrong and right. Oh, it's my unwritten PS, the part of me that's still a mess. The words I'm saving for a rainy day, the things I know I'll never say. Cinematic silence, a beautiful lane, the final promise that I didn't break. Vulnerable and quiet, I must confess, you're my unwritten tear. I almost told you that I saw a movie on the news, and how I still can't bring myself to wear those silver shoes. I almost wrote that every time I hear it at night. I hope it's you return, coming back to make it right. But I kept the pace so simple, kept the sentences so brief, holding back the ocean of my disbelief and grief. You breathe that I am okay, and you think that it is true, while I'm hiding Mary, I am lost without you. Slide unwritten PS, the part of me that's still a mess. The words I'm saving for a rainy day, these things I know I'll never say. Cinematic silence, a beautiful way, the final promise that I didn't break. Vulnerable and quiet, I must confess, you're my unwritten PS. The footnote to the story, it's the part without the glory. It's the sentence left hanging in the air, the phantom of a prayer it's always there. You swore it on the stars and the canyon sky, a promise written in a permanent tie. We built a castle out of always and now, but the foundation didn't know how to bow. I got the keys to a house made of air, believing the ghost of your hand was still there. But seasons don't wait for a heart to be ready, and my always was never quite steady. Keep together, we were holding the sun, but it had to set. A beautiful debt that I haven't paid yet. Somebody can set a long distance view of a temporary me and a temporary you. Vulnerable and cold, I should've known better than to trust in a borrow forever. I'm returning the moments I thought. Debt that I haven't paid yet. Somebody can set a long distance view of a temporary me and a temporary you. Vulnerable and cold, I should've known better than to trust in a borrow forever. Just for a while, not for a lifetime. searching for the words he didn't mean. Three little dots that always disappear while I'm drowning in the quiet over here. I call your name, the signal's getting weak. There's a mountain in the middle when we speak. I'm shouting through a tunnel made of glass, watching every golden moment turn to ash. Can you hear me through the crashing waves? We're just ghosts inside the digital graves. I'm reaching out, but I'm catching air. It's like I'm talking, but you were never there. Now it's just static on the line. We're running out of breath and out of time. A cinematic break, the soft disconnect. Everything we said now just retrospect. I'm hearing white noise where your heart used to be. The hollow frequency, a bitter kind of sweet. On a bullet lost, I'm doing fine. Living in the static, gone alive. We used to stay awake until the sun. Now we're counting all the damage we have done. Your voice is breaking up into a blur. I'm searching for the people that we were, but the frequency has shifted. Our return, a close transmission from a lonely noon. I'm holding on to wires that are afraid, watching how the colors start to fade. Talking to the empty midnight earth. The connection's dead, the screen is dark. Trying to find a flame from a dying spark. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, it's just static on the line. We're running out of breath and out of time. A cinematic break, a soft disconnect. Everything we said now just retrospect. I'm hearing white noise where your heart used to beat. A hollow frequency, a bitter kind of sweet. Vulnerable and lost, I'm doing fine. Living in the static, all alive. Just static. Goodbye. The moonlight's painting lines across the floor. I'm reaching for the ghost behind the door. I see the shape of where you used to stand. I try to catch the phantom of your hand, but my fingers only meet the empty air. The scent of you is fading everywhere. A memory silhouettes in gray before the morning sweeps the dark away. And I'm a prisoner of the evening light, chasing beyond lines through the dead of night. If I hold my breath, can I make you stay? Or are you just a blur that slipped away? I'm just tracing shadows on the wall, waiting for the sky to start to fall. You're a silhouette I can't quite hold, a story that has already been told. Semi-manic, lonely, and so blue. I'm losing every piece of me in here, vulnerable and hollow through the glass, watching all the tracing shadows pass. I found your outline on the pillowcase, a temporary map of your sweet face. I'm scared to wash the sheets and lose the fold, scared to let the summer turn to cold. I'm talking to the corners of the room, trying to find a flower in the gloom. But shadows don't have voices, they don't care. They just remind me that you isn't there. Is this what loving is? Just catching dust, a handful of a memory and a broken trust. I'm drawing lines around a space that's gone, waiting for the cruelness of love to dawn. Did you? I'm just tracing shadows on the wall, waiting for the sky to start to fall. You're a silhouette I can't quite hold, a story that has already been told. Semi-manic, lonely, and so blue. I'm losing every piece of me and you, vulnerable and hollow through the dark, watching all the tracing shadows pass. Just a shade in the dark, nothing left but the mark. The soldier started vocal hum, a clean electric guitar plays a repetitive circular melody. The atmosphere feels like a dream that's slowly turning cold out. I can see the gold flakes in your eyes, the way the light hit the surprise. I can count the freckles on your shoulder blade, a perfect image that refuses to fade. But the more I look, the more it starts to sting. A HD portrait of a broken thing. It's so sharp it cuts, it's so clear it burns. The more I remember, the less my world turns. Everything's in focus, but I can't quite reach. Like a sun bleach, bend me on a lonely beach. I'm staring at the sun until my vision cries. A beautiful haunting behind my eye. It's a vivid blur, a jagged dream, tearing slowly at the center seam. I see it all, but I can't feel the warmth of frozen compass. The stars that snore, cinematic details, painful and bright. Living in the glare of a ghost tonight. Vulnerable and steady, I'm sure of a past. In a vivid blur that was built to last. I remember the smell of the rain on the street, the exact vibration of the heart in your beat. I can replay the moment you said we were through, in a 4K version of the me and you. The details are monsters, they won't let me sleep. They're the only secrets that I'm forced to keep. Why is the ending so perfectly drawn, while the rest of my life is just dusty and Pixel by pixel, I'm coming apart in a high definition of a broken heart. It's too much to see, it's too much to know. The brighter the image, the harder to go. It's all too clear. It's a vivid blur, jagged dream, tearing slowly at the center seam. I see it all, but I can't feel the warmth of frozen compass that's lost its lost cinematic details, painful and bright. Oh, living in the glare of a ghost tonight. Vulnerable and steady, I'm sure of the past. In a vivid blur that was built to last. So bright it hurts, so clear it's gone. A beautiful The platform's empty and the air is blue. I'm staring at the ticket meant for two. I remember when we leaned against the glass, watching all the blurry city lights pass. You'd rest your head right here upon my frame and whisper secrets without any name. rain. But now the middle seat is cold and wide, with nowhere left for me to run and hide. The conductor calls but he don't see me here, just a shadow drowning in a single tear. The doors are sliding shut with a hollow sound. I'm the only one who's never getting found. Riding on the last train home, learning how to be alone. The rippling heart beneath the floor doesn't beat for us no more. Cinematic window streets with rain and neon blurred memories and pain. Vulnerable and tired, down to the bone, on the last train home. I see our reflection in the dark and pain, but I'm the only one standing in the rain. I keep checking my phone for a ghost of a text, wondering what station is coming up next. I used to love the way the city looked tonight, when you were there to hold me in the light. Now every stop is just a place I don't belong, a silent verse in a forgotten song. Let's stop, heartbreak, next stop, goodbye. I'm driving through the never, under a starless sky. I'm so alive tonight. I'm riding on the last train home, learning how to be alone. The rhythmic heart beneath the floor doesn't beat for us no more. Cinematic window streaks with rain and neon blurred memories and pain. Vulnerable and tired, down to the bone, on the last train home. Mind the gap between me and you, just a lonely ride into the since the coffee tasted right. 14 sunsets bled into the night. I'm standing in the kitchen, red pen in my hand, marking off the hours like they're grains of sand. Tuesday was a mountain, Wednesday was a ghost, Thursday was the day that I missed you the most. The paper's getting crowded with these little Lexes, tracing all the shadows of my past reflexes. And the numbers don't lie, but they don't tell the truth about the way I'm wasting all this lonely youth. I'm measuring the distance by the sun and the moon, wishing that the never would turn into a song. I'm just counting these calendar days, lost in a foggy circular maze. Each little square is a room without a view, just another morning of not having you. Cinematic cycle, slow and so blue, waiting for a season that feels brand new, vulnerable and steady in so many ways. I'm just surviving these Valentine's days. 31 mornings of staring at the door, thinking about the clothes you don't leave on the floor. The seasons are shifting, the leaves are turning brown, but I'm still in the winter of this empty town. I used to love the weekend, used to love the light. Now I'm just a witness to the passing of the night. How can time unfold when my heart is standing still like a broken watch on a windowsill? January's cold, June is just a lie, September's a reminder of a long goodbye. I'm filling up the boxes, I'm filling up the years with 1,000 silent horizontal tears. Ooh, yeah. Ooh, yeah. I'm just counting these calendar days, lost in a foggy circular lane. Each little square is a room without a view, just another morning of not having you. Cinematic cycle, slow and so blue, waiting for a season that feels brand new, vulnerable and steady in so many ways. I'm just surviving these Valentine's days. Another day down, another sunset, still counting the time since you left. Another day I'm sitting on the floor in the afternoon light, with a stack of memories, mostly black and white. I take the corners of the days we spent, and I try to fix every place they bend. I'm making shapes out of whispered words, like paper wings on some flightless birds. I fold in silence till it looks like grace, trying to find a way to keep your face. But the edges are sharp and my hands are cold. It's getting harder to hold, but I'm told to hold. I'm bending the truth just to make it stay, but paper hearts always drift away. Bold, this paper heart origami is slowly coming undone. It's drifting from me. I spend all my time trying to make it right, but you can't build a home used to be. Now I'm just a fragment of who I should be. Horrible and cinematic, fragile and blue. Just a paper heart origami, losing you. The symmetry is gone, the lines are blurred. I'm a light song that's never heard. If I unfold it all, will I hide the start before the creases lift inside my heart? I'm smoothing out the pages, I'm clearing out the space, but I can see the wipe the sadness from this place. It's falling like the rain, it's drifting from me. Spend all my nights trying to make it right, but you can't build a love out of something so light. One little tear where the love used to be. Should be horrible and cinematic, fragile and blue. Just something behind origami, losing you. Just a fold on the wind, just a mark on the page. Softly, I'm letting go. Letting go, I gel and do. Just a fold in the wind, just a mark on the page. Sound of a distant door closing, a slow rhythm, electronic pulse begins. I'm walking through the rooms of this apartment, touching all the places where your heart went. There's a shadow on the wall where you used to lean, and a silence now where laughter should have been. I bought a candle just to change the air, but I'm still breathing in the you that's everywhere. The kitchen table has a seat for none, just a ghost of everything we should have done. And the air feels heavy like it's made of lead. I'm rehearsing all the things I never said. Now the floor is wider and the ceiling's high. I'm just a tiny speck beneath this empty sky. The space more than I, but the void just grows in the middle of the night. Vulnerable, fragile, and bereft. I'm drowning in the space you left. Space you left. It's so quiet now, just an empty room and a heart with nowhere to go. The street lights rhythmically hit the dash, like memories blinking in a camera flash. I'm driving south on the 101, searching for shadows since we were done. I still turn my head when a song comes on to see if you're humming along, but you're gone. The leather is cold where your way used to be, just an empty space looking back at me. And I reach for the dial to turn it down, afraid I might miss a familiar sound. The heater is on, but I'm shivering still, chasing a ghost at the top of the hill. There's a ghost in the passenger seat, a memory that I'm forced to weep. Driving through the neon and the rain with a hollow ache and a silent pain. Cinematic highways, blurry and blue. I'm miles away, but I'm still with you. Vulnerable and lost in the midnight heat, with a ghost in the passenger seat. I saw your reflection in the window glass, watching the trees and the exit signs pass. I almost asked if you needed a drink, but the silence broke before I could think. The cup holder's empty, the air is too still. I'm fighting the earth to lose my will. I'm steering through fog and I'm steering through doubt, trying to find a way to let you out. Every red light feels like a stop in time. Every green light feels like a The clock on a night's end is a neon green plate, cutting through the peace that I try to persuade. I've counted the sheep and I've counted the floors, but my mind keeps on opening all of our doors. I'm tangled in linen, I'm tangled in wire, looking for answers in a dark empty sky. You're a ghost in the corner, a hum in the wire, keeping me fueled by a memory's fire. And the silence is loud when I'm closing my eyes. I can hear all the truth in your beautiful eyes. I'm reaching for rest, but I'm catching your name in the midnight version of a losing game. You're just a thief I sleep, taking all the secrets that I try to keep. I'm wide awake in a world built for two, drowning in the used to be me and you. Cinematic shadows, heavy and deep, while you're the constant thief of sleep. Vulnerable and tired in the middle of the night, waiting for a dream to make it alright. I remember the way that you breathed when you slept, a reassurance for the promises kept. Now I'm staring at the ceiling, tracing the cracks, wishing I could find a way to win my mind back. Every time I drift, you pull me back in, like a melody sinking underneath my skin. You're the 4 a.m. static, the 5 a.m. blue. I'm losing my rest to the haunting of you. The sun is coming up, but I'm still in the dark, searching for the ending of a fading spark. I'm a prisoner of the pillow, a hostage of the heart, watching as the morning starts to pull me apart. You're just a thief of sleep, taking all the secrets that I try to keep. I'm wide awake in a world built for two, drowning in the used to be a me and you. Cinematic shadows, heavy and deep, while you're the constant thief of sleep. Vulnerable and tired in the middle of the night, waiting for a dream to make it alright. The light is here, but I'm still awake. You took the rest and left the ache. The moon is hanging like a heavy stone in the room that's far too quiet and far too long. I'm sinking down beneath the garden sheets, while the rhythm of my sorrow softly beats. Every teardrop in the rising tide. There's nowhere left for a broken heart to hide. I'm breathing slow, I'm breathing in the bloom, just a girl in the dark, still haunted by you. Pillow is cold, the air is so thin, I'm letting the waves of the memory in saltwater lullaby, singing me sweet as I start to cry. The ocean is deep and the water is warm, keeping me safe from the rest of the storms. And I'm addict and slow, a blue misted dream. Nothing is ever as real as it seems. Vulnerable and tired under the sky, lost in the saltwater lullaby. My lashes are wet and my vision is blurred, searching for comfort in words I never heard. I'm sailing out on a sea made of salt, wondering if this was all of my fault. The tide comes in and it washes ashore of a name you don't whisper at night anymore. Falling, falling, I'm letting it go in the heavy dark currents of it. I don't know. Down, let the world disappear. There's no more room for the ghost of a fear. Sleep is the anchor, the sea is the bed, drowning the voices inside of my head. Feeding me to sleep, feeding me to sleep. It's just a saltwater lullaby, singing me sweet as I start to cry. The ocean is deep and the water is warm, keeping me safe from the rest of the storms. Cinematic and slow, a blue misted dream. Nothing is ever as real as it seems. Vulnerable and tired under the sky, lost in my saltwater lullaby. Drifting out, washing sounds on my skin. Good The house is sleeping, the world is still. I'm staring at the shadows on the windowsill. 3 a.m. and I'm almost asleep, safe in the secrets that I try to keep. But then a flash of you hits me like a wire, a short circuit spark, a sudden blue fire. 1 minute I'm fine, the next time I'm done by a memory of us under the sun. And it stings like a needle, it cuts like a blade. The piece that I built starts to flicker and fade. I'm caught in the wiring, I'm caught in the past, a moment of beauty that wasn't meant to last. This is just a midnight glitch in my head. The things that you did and the things that you said, everything freezes, the world goes cold. I'm breaking the skin of the stories I told. Cinematic and sharp, emotional tear. In the middle of the night, you're suddenly here. Vulnerable and broken, I'm losing the pitch. Caught in the middle of a midnight glitch. skips a beat like a scratched up disc. Loving you is such a beautiful risk, but the screen of my mind is starting to crack. I'm reaching for something that's never coming back. It's a twitch in my soul, it's a surge in the dark, leaving a burn and leaving a marks. I static in my veins, static in my eyes. I wasn't prepared for these sudden goodbyes. It happens in a second, then it's gone again, leaving me alone with the where and the when. It's just a midnight glitch in my head. The things that you did and the things that you said, everything freezes, the world goes cold. I'm breaking the skin of the stories I told, cinematic and sharp, an emotional tear. In the middle of the night, you're suddenly here, vulnerable and broken. I'm losing the pitch, caught in the middle of a midnight wish. System failure, memory leak, it's quiet again. Till the next time. There were no dishes broken on the floor, no slamming of the heavy wooden door, just the sound of a key turning in the lock and the steady rhythm ticking of the clock. I watch you walk away across the lawn while the colors of my world were being withdrawn. It didn't make a sound the way we fell apart, just a silent earthquake deep inside my heart. No thunder in the sky, no lightning in the air, just the sudden weight of the space that's everywhere. It's a soundless landslide, a muted kind of crash, turning all my silver dreams into a pile of ash. Just a quiet kind of shatter, where the pieces don't even seem to matter. A slow motion break in the middle of the night. Everything is heavy, nothing is right. Cinematic silence, a deep and hollow wave, the kind of heart that doesn't bend, it just starts to fade. Vulnerable and still, I'm watching the world scatter in a quiet fake, vulnerable, and still I'm watching the world scatter in a quiet calm and shattered. No one heard it, but I felt it. The world stayed still while I fell apart.
I'm back at the table in that cafe on 4th. Before all our compasses pointed us north. I'm watching the way that you push back your hair. I can almost reach out and feel you right there. I know how it ends, I've seen it 10,000 times. I know every pause and the rhythm of your lines. But I'd rather stay here in the loop of the cold than face it tomorrow where I have to let go. And the filming's getting grainy, the colors are worn. I'm sewing together the parts that were torn. Just one more time, let me see how it felt before the gold started to tarnish your mail. I'm just hitting the replay button, ignoring the now for the all of a sudden. Back to the start where the love was enough, before the road got so jagged and rough. Cinematic cycles, a beautiful life under a frozen and permanent sky. Vulnerable and stuck, I'm doing nothing but hitting the replay button. I rewind a message you left on my phone, the one where you said you were coming back home. I pause on the frame where you're looking at me like I was the only thing you ever see. My thumb is a habit, a reflex, a ghost, addicted to the version of you I love most. I'm living in circles, I'm walking in rings, tied to the ghost of these beautiful things. There's a glitch in my heart, there's a skip in my soul. I'm losing my grip and I'm losing control. Around and around, let the crave just spin. This is the